Hey babes, and welcome back to my channel. I don't even feel right saying welcome back to my channel. I really just need to say just like welcome to my channel, because I have completely neglected my YouTube because I have been working so hard. So I started my own mink lash business, and so this video today is going to be tailored around what that journey has been like for me, how I quit my career and started this business, and all of those good things. I'm really thinking about doing like a series on it, because it's so much information that I feel like I could give and talk about and things like that, and I really just don't even want to feel rushed. I don't even want to rush this video today, to be honest. As y'all can see, I got my little candle going, a new setup. Sis got a glass of wine. Like, I am not going to rush this video. And I just want to enjoy it. I mean, honestly, I didn't plan exactly everything that I'm even going to talk about in this video, because I just kind of want it to flow. I want it to be a natural video. And yes, we having girl boss talk, like, you know. So let's get into it, and let me introduce myself. So if you don't know and you are new to my channel, my name is Bree, and I am the owner of Lash Seven, which is a mink lash company. I also have a hair extension company, Seven Tresses, and yes, I quit my career almost exactly a year and 2 months ago to start these two ventures. I started off with just Lash Seven, and I'm still growing both, but I'm really still trying to grow Seven Tresses. It was not a planned thing, sis. I'm gonna be completely honest. I want you guys to know too, in this video, it's gonna be raw. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna give you the hard, brutal, honest truth, because I know that there's a lot of ladies that want to start a lash business just the same way I wanted to, or they want to start a business. It doesn't even have to be a lash business. So I'm just gonna be straight to the point and very blunt and honest with you guys. So before I started Lash Seven, I was working. I was a commercial assistant, commercial property manager. So I managed commercial property, so like high-rise buildings and things like that. And I had been in the industry for about 5 years, or going on 5 years whenever I quit. And so honestly, before, as you know, I was doing like YouTube, and I was really focused on, like, I wanted to be an influencer so bad. Like, I really wanted to be an influencer. I wanted to promote for these big brands, and I wanted to be like a full-time influencer, full-time YouTuber, right? And that's really what I was focused on. So I was like posting every day, and I had started doing tutorials and, you know, things like that, and really trying to get myself out there to the beauty industry. And so I got so wrapped up into it that I was no longer happy being a commercial property manager, any of that. Inside, I was like miserable. Like, when I say miserable, I mean, in my office, all I could sit there and think about was like how much I did not want to be doing this, and how much I really wanted to do Lash Seven. And when I tell you I dedicated myself to it, this is how dedicated I was. I created the Lash Seven website. Like, you know how you at work and you sneak and you do like other little things? I created my Lash Seven website in less than 10 minutes. In less than 10 minutes, sis. I created that website while I was sitting in my office. That's how much I couldn't get what I really wanted to do out of my head. I went on my lunch break, bought this planner, and as you can see, it says Plan Like a Boss 2018. And I told myself that I was going to plan out my goals, and I was gonna basically somehow magically create this lavish escape route from my misery, basically. I wrote down that I was going to quit. I'm not going to say my company name, but I said I was going to quit this company name, you know, in I think I put on there like March 2018 or something like that, right? But that was like a shot in the dark because I literally wrote it down on March 1st. So, mind you, I had not been living my life since like I was gonna quit my job. Meaning that like, yeah, I had been putting a little bit of money in my savings, but like I wasn't saving like I wasn't gonna have a job. If that makes sense. Like, it's two different things. Like saving, like, okay, I'm just saving for like a rainy day or an emergency or something like that, versus saving for like, you're not gonna have no paychecks. It's like, that's those two different things. So I told myself, okay, I'm gonna save, if I can save $10,000 on top of my savings or whatever, then I will quit my job. I open my budget up and I'm like, well, if I eliminate this, I eliminate that, this, that, you know, I can probably save $10,000. Now, keep in mind, this $10,000 is not $10,000 for me to start my business. This is $10,000 for me to live off of, which is completely just, it's ass backwards, okay? And I'm gonna tell you right now, please, I am not a professional. I'm not a guru. I'm not some mega entrepreneur that's gonna tell you all the right things to do. No, because when I tell you I winged it, I just jumped off the porch and winged it, okay? And I would not recommend, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to quit your job, to do this or to do whatever it is you wanna do. I'm gonna tell you to pray about it, calculate how you want to, you know, do things and make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, you go when you feel comfortable. I don't know why people have this thing that, like, to be an entrepreneur, if you don't quit your job, you don't really want to do what it is that you want to do. That's not true. It's not true, and it's not smart to tell people to do that because they will be living outside. So don't do that. You leave when it's time to leave, or, you know, whatever, right? I eliminated everything extra. And what I mean by everything extra, I'm talking about, like, I eliminated car note. I eliminated, what did I eliminate? Cable. I eliminated internet. I eliminated, what else? What's some things? Oh, Ipsy, gone. Like, anything extra outside of my car insurance, my lights, water, rent, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, anything extracurricular, all of that, it was a wash, sis. Like, I cut it out because I needed to save as much money as I could, and I needed to make sure that, like, my living expenses were the bare minimum. And then I said, when I get to a place to where I can afford these things, you know, once my business has grown, then I will, you know, gradually add them back in. And that's what I did, because I really wanted it that bad. Like, I wanted to be happy inside, like, not just smiling and it looks happy, but like, I wanted to be happy inside because I wanted to do what it is that I love to do. So the two biggest people that I knew I had to, like, conquer are the two people that mean the most to me, my mom and my dad. So I started with my dad because my dad is we're very, very similar in the way we kind of think a little bit. He's like very logical. He's very black and white, you know. And then my mom is more like, you know, she makes it make sense, and she also thinks with her emotions like a woman would. Hey, my parents have always encouraged me. Like, if I tell them tomorrow, like, I want to do this, they're gonna be like, you can do it. Like, they are very, very supportive of me. But at the same time, they will, if it doesn't make sense, also let me know, like, no. And in my head, I'm like, I'm about to tell them I'm about to quit my job. They're about to be like, girl, you crazy, so no. Anyways, I call my dad, and I'm like, I got something to tell you. He's like, is it good or bad? And I'm like, I mean, it's not bad. He's like, well, what is it? So I'm like, I'm kind of nervous. I'm like, I'm kind of thinking about quitting my job, but I'm really not sure if I want to quit my job. Well, actually, I am really sure that I want to quit my job. Like, and he was like, you know, tell me more about it. So I tell him a little bit about what I want to do. It cuts me off, like, while I'm midway rambling because I'm nervous. And he's just like, Brianna, I'm not going to tell you not to quit your job. And so I'm like, a part of, like, reality hit me then, too. Like, okay, so he's not gonna try and talk me out of this. Like, it's really happening. It's really gonna happen. Next, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna tell my mom because my mom was out of town for business, and I said that whenever she came back, I was gonna pick her up from the airport and we would go get, like, crawfish, and I would tell her then. So that's what I did. I tell her, I'm like, so I'm thinking about, she was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for you and all of this. And I'm just like, dang, like y'all really believe in me. Like I said, my parents were pretty supportive. I didn't really tell a lot of people. Like, a lot of people didn't know that I had quit my job to do this, because I felt like it was very important to maintain that kind of level of support that I had. I felt like if I told too many people, and out of their fear for me, it would put like fear on me and I would get scared. Fast forward. So the first month, like I said, in March, I realized, like, after I had kind of tested the waters pretty much and saw, like everything was like kind of going, I was like, I could live off of this. Like, if I live off of the money that I saved, that buys me time to build Lash 7 to where I can live off of Lash 7. That was my plan, right? Have you ever looked at your bank account and it's way less money in it than you think it should be, right? And you're like, but I haven't spent any money. So I'm like looking at my account and I'm like, somebody didn't hack my account? Like, where'd the money go? When I tell you guys that $10,000 went so fast, mainly because I was not used to living a life like I didn't have a constant stream of income coming in. Like, I was not used to living, I just wasn't. And I mean, it may be irresponsible, whatever you want to call it, but I just wasn't. I was used to, like, I would go out to eat whenever I wanted to. If I was in the mall and I wanted something, I would just buy it, like, all of that. And like, this was not the time for that. I kid you not, let me see, like by May, I want to say, about May, the money was gone. Like, it was gone that fast. And not only did the money go fast, but like business was taking way longer than I expected it to pick up. But what I'm going to tell you, if you don't take anything else from this video other than this, I need you to know, whatever it is that you are passionate about, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you love, do not quit when it gets hard. I went back and looked, and in the month of May, I made $25. $25. Now, it would have been easy. I could have called my job back and been like, hey, y'all, I want my job back. Because they definitely told me, like, you can come back. Or, if you ever want to come back, like, let us know. My position was not filled. Like, let us know. I could have done that. But instead, I amped up my prayers. I kicked into overdrive. And I just told myself, like, no, you're not going to quit. You are not a quitter. You've never been a quitter. Do not quit. And because it wasn't doing as well as I wanted to do, it just gave me even more drive to keep going. And that's what I try and tell people all the time. Like, yes, you have some businesses that they start today and by next month they making, $100,000 or something like that. I'm just throwing a number out there. Like, you just never know. Like, some people do have those extreme success, quick, fast stories, but the rest of us, sometimes you gotta take the stairs. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is that, like, you're gonna have slow months. I have months where it's like, oh, like, we did so good this month. I'm talking about, like, I'm talking good money. Good money. And then I have some months where I'm being like, is my website broke? Like, what's going on? Like, that is the process. You cannot quit. Everybody's like, how did you do it? Like, the secret is, when it got hard, I kept going. The cat is out the bag. It's not an easy way. That, yes, I can name a couple. I'm not going to name drop on this video, but I can name a couple lash brands that started after me that are bigger than me. That's the honest to God truth. And no, there is no single blueprint. This is your life, your dream. You have your own journey. I can't sit here and say, it's not gonna happen overnight. No, I'm not gonna tell you that, because it might happen overnight. But what I am gonna tell you is that if it doesn't happen overnight, like, you have to keep going, because if you stop, that's it. You stop. It stops. Over time, I will honestly sit here and tell you, like, there was no magic trick. There was no magic button that I pushed, like, nothing. What grew Lash 7 and grew it to where I could live comfortably. And what I say comfortably is, like, I'm not worried about, like, how I'm gonna pay my bills. I'm not worried about if I want to go out to eat anymore or anything like that. Of course, I do budget, like, differently, because, like I said, with business, you have good days, you have bad days, you have great months, you have terrible months. You just never know. It's not the same as, like, if you just show up to work, you get a paycheck. No, some days you show up to work, you bust your ass, and you might not get any sales. But I keep going. And that's what grew Lash 7 to where I could be comfortable and live off of it. I kept going. Like, imagine if I would have stopped when I made $25 that month. If I would have stopped that month I made $25, I would have been back working for somebody else, miserable, because I would have been like, oh, it didn't work, instead of just keep going. Like, so I kept going, and I finally got it to where it's, like I said, I lived comfortably off of it. I had to get out of my head that, like, it was supposed to happen overnight. And once I got that out of my head that, like, it's gonna just boom overnight and I'm just gonna go viral and all of this stuff, once I made sure I was consistent, I consistently posted. I consistently posted my products. I consistently posted my promoters. There was times when I didn't even have anybody that was wearing my lashes, and I posted myself in my lashes. Like, I kept going. I still make mistakes. I still bump my head. I pray in the morning when I wake up. I pray in the daytime when I get stressed. Sometimes I pray at night, and I get my butt up and I work. I brainstorm on new marketing ideas and things like that. I'll go more in depth into exactly, like, how to start, or like what to do to help your business and stuff like that, like, on another video. I am in the process of revamping my YouTube channel, so it's not just gonna be like I said, makeup. We might do some tutorials, we might do some girl talk, we might do some boss talk, we might do, I don't know, some skin tutorials. I don't know, I might take y'all to me. Like, sometimes I go get chemical peels and I really need to go get one, but I think I'm gonna do, like, microdermabrasion, so maybe I will record that video or that process and things like that. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see down below, what makeup tutorials you want to see, things like that, and I will make sure I get to it. I love y'all, and I will see y'all later. Bye.